Hi all, welcome to Diversified Finance. My name is Laka. Just a quick video regards to Bitcoin price action, and we also going to look at Nasdaq. So let's start off with Nasdaq. So things are not looking good for Nasdaq. As you can see here, we made a lower low. So recently, as you can see, we dropped below this white line is a 200-day moving average, and it dropped below 200-day moving average and went back up and then got rejected by a 200-day moving average, which is this white line, and trying to reset when it came back down, and then we made like a lower low compared to this low here. And then next day, like yesterday, no, day before yesterday, and we've seen like some kind of a doji candle, like a green candle, and people got excited, but it did not last long. Like overnight it dropped. This is the 4-hour chart actually. So it dropped, and yeah, let me just switch this to a daily chart. Yeah, so same thing, got rejected by 200-day moving average. And a couple of days ago we've seen like a green candle, and people got excited, and unfortunately it dropped below this low and now already made a lower low. So things are not looking good in that perspective. But uh, when we compare the the drop from the 200-day moving average, it's down about 15%, right? And let's not forget, like, we are in a bear market, but just because we're in a bear market, it's not that market's going to go down, the price going to go straight back down to, like, probably 10,000, 5,000, like on a straight line, right? Even during bear markets, we tend to see price like drops, and it come trying to recover, comes back up, get rejected, and goes back down. So that's what we see, like something similar to uh, like this drop, and then try to go back up and probably get rejected somewhere over here, and then comes back down again and make a lower low, and then comes back up and then get rejected, go down even lower. So this is how we see, like, in a bear market. It's the price action in the bear market. It's not that it's going to go straight back down, like, in a straight line. Same thing with bull market. Like, we don't see on a straight line one day just it goes up by 50%, right? During bull trends, bear trends, we tend to see some sort of like a consolidation in between, like, or like a reversal. But it doesn't mean we gonna go straight back up over this 200-day moving average and go into like a bull market, right? So things are not looking good. If you look at the economy, not things are not looking good. And given that the main reason for this correction for Nasdaq, the tech sector, is the interest rates. So Federal Reserve mentioned that they're going to aggressively hike interest rates. So there's a federal meeting coming up on Tuesday overnight. For us, like for Australians, it'll be overnight. So Tuesday overnight and then Wednesday overnight. So they've been saying that they might increase by 0.75 basis points. But if they're only going to increase by 0.25 basis points, then market might recover and will probably go back up for about like few weeks. And given that we are mainly discuss Bitcoin, like I mainly focus on Bitcoin, uh, the price action of Nasdaq is very important. So it seems like, unfortunately, for the past few months, like past 6 months or so, Bitcoin has been uh, mimicking the exact price action of Nasdaq. So if Nasdaq recovers, trying to go back up for like 3-4 weeks after the Federal Reserve meeting, then we could see Bitcoin tends to go up as well. So let's look at the Bitcoin price action. So few days ago, we looked at this 1-hour chart, and as you can see, okay, let's go to 1-hour chart. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin. Okay, so we dropped to about 37,700. This is the lower low, the lowest low for the past month, for the past week, and which is like 37,700. And since then, we've seen, like, a bullish trend towards all the way towards like 39,000, and then it got rejected, came back down, dropped below this yellow trend line, went back above this trend line, and then it did not last long. It broke below, came back down, trying to retest, and came back down. Now we dropped to about like 38,157, and the recent candle right here, this is the 1 hour candle, it actually went up to like 38,783 and then probably got rejected. And this sort of a candle does not look good. And let's not forget, weekends, we don't have much volume, right? So weekends, so because of that, Nasdaq is closed, like all the share markets are closed now. I won't open until Monday, but Bitcoin is 24/7, right? This is the issue with Bitcoin price action. And the problem with that is we have thin volume during weekends, right? So it's easy for people to like, whales to like manipulate the Bitcoin price action. So normally weekends are not good for Bitcoin, right? We've seen like, massive corrections, like, maybe 20-30% corrections, or 10%, 10 to 20% corrections during weekends, like Saturday, Sunday, when everyone's out and about. That's when whales come out and then they dump the price on Bitcoin. Specifically, given that we had a lower low, given that Nasdaq made a lower low overnight, Bitcoin can drop, right? And if it drops, we need to make sure it holds 37,700. If it breaks below that, then we might see further downside within this weekend, like Saturday, Sunday, and even on Monday, right? Because the federal meeting is on Tuesday and Wednesday. And after the federal meeting, if they're not gonna aggressively increase interest rate for this for the month of May, then we might see a relief rally. That's what we are aiming for. Like, this is not whatever the money I'm going to put in right now. This is for short term, right? I just want to maybe like see Bitcoin gets back above or gets closer to like 50,000 or so, and then it'll help us to see like a massive altcoin season for about like 3-4 weeks for the month of May. And then let's not forget, there's also a saying, selling may go away. So meaning whatever the profits we see in month of May, we should take profit out of the market, because the bear, regardless of what's happening right now, Nasdaq is in a bear market according to like 200-day moving average. So Dow Jones in a bear market, S&P 500 in a bear market, right? So Bitcoin is also in a bear market. But when we see short-term rallies during bear markets, we should take money out and get out of the market, right? And then, because if we see further downside, then we have enough firepower to get back in. So that's what I'm going to do. So whatever I'm doing right now is very short-term. Like, if I buy something, if Bitcoin drops today and tomorrow, even on Monday, I'm going to buy some just to hold for like few weeks. When it pumps, I'm going to sell and take my money out. And this is like completely for trading. Like, if you are an investor and if you have a long-term perspective, you don't need to worry about anything, right? Just you can, given that Bitcoin is below 40K right now, it's a pretty good bargain. You can buy it and hold it for like 2-3 years. You don't need to worry about anything else, right? Don't need to worry about Nasdaq, nothing like that. If Bitcoin drops to like 33, 35, you add more to your portfolio and hold it for long term. But if you're a trader, then you need to be actively watching these markets, because you're trying to make money like within a couple of weeks or so. Then that's when you need to find like, short-term bear trends and then reversals, so you can short the market, long the market. Likewise, you can make some money. So that's what I'm going to do. So whatever I'm saying right now is very short-term, but things are not looking good. So let's see what will happen on Wednesday, like Wednesday or maybe Thursday morning. But by Wednesday, we'll probably have an idea how much, like how many basis points the Federal Reserve have increased, right? So we have to wait and see for that. And yeah, it's gone into red right now. So this candle, this 1 hour candle, the last candle turned red. So yeah, weekends are not looking good. Normally, if you look at the history, weekends are not good for Bitcoin price action. So if it drops, right, I'm gonna scale in. I'm gonna buy some and then hold it for a few weeks or so. And then when it goes up, I'll be most probably trading, right? So I'm gonna trade this market for a few weeks, right? But when I say trade, that's only 10 to 15% of my overall portfolio. 85% of my portfolio is for long term. I'm not going to touch it. So that's for long term. I'm going to hold it for like 2-3 years, 5 years, 10 years, so something like that. But whatever I'm doing right now, I'm only risking 10 to 15% of my overall portfolio. So if it goes to zero, if I lose money, if I lose like 5%, that's okay, right? So no need to worry. I still have 85% for long term. Yeah, so that's a quick video regards to Bitcoin and Nasdaq. That's it for today. I'll talk to you in the next video. See ya.